him. He was there today. We handed out 2,000 turkeys today, and all
Oh,
the
wow.
we do that every year, 2 days after the dinner. And him and his friend come and help us hand the turkeys out. I was talking about you, and he was asking what part of Kentucky you were from. What part?
Lexington.
Yeah, that's where Dr. Brown is,
He's
right?
3 hours outside of
Three,
Lexington.
3 hours away. Yeah. So
Okay.
all of you. Anyway, it was a great night. The foundation dinner. We had 1,000 people. We had what 45 celebrities. We raised a lot of money. We're gonna continue to be able to help a lot of people that you know have nowhere else to go for help, and we're gonna change some lives because of people like you. Because all the people in that room, and
Yeah.
and
Well,
just
Teddy, this is where I'll text your son about it. I'll text you, Teddy, about it. It was something that I won't take this time. I'll
I
send you a
just want
text
to
later
thank
about it.
all of you and thank Drew and Jay and Edward. Edward came from Oregon. He's a new subscriber, came all the way from Oregon. And
Wow.
yeah, so and Jay was incredible and you and just everybody and all the ropes community. You guys are the best. You guys are special. It's a family. We're building it. It's getting bigger. We brought in about another 10, 15 subscribers in the last week. Uh, the family is definitely growing. We're at the dinner table now. We're talking boxing. Let's go. Let's get ready to talk boxing here. We got Norman. We got Norman and Haney getting in the ring. And listen, there's my man. Who's that right there? Matt, right? Matt.
Still got the
No,
pink.
no, no. Keep the
Yeah,
headphones.
what's up?
No problem. But guys, we pulled it out. We had 5 seconds left to pull out the win with the under over. We had the under, with Bam Rodriguez against Martinez. 5 seconds left. Can you imagine if we were live streaming that one? Forget about it. I would have blew those headphones off of my man Matt. I mean, I would
100%.
I would have blew his headphones off. Um, because I was going nuts. I was screaming. Actually, I didn't even know. My son was the one who said, Dad, we got it. We got it. We got the under. So we got another win. It was nice. The first fight, I thought we had to win. I picked Mason to win. I said I kind of covered us at the end. I said put him in a parlay just to win, but I was hoping he would get the knockout. He dominated the fight. He didn't get the knockout, but I did cover the bases by saying, hey, you know, hey, this guy's so tough. He might give him a beating, but he might last and it might go the round. So put him in a parlay just to save yourself. But right now we got the fight started here with 2 minutes 10 seconds left. Just so you guys see if you're timed up with me. Round one, 2 minutes 2 seconds right now, and I want to. I'm hoping that Haney can outbox him. I'm hoping Haney's back mentally uh, from that destructive loss against Garcia. His last fight, he needed it to get back mentally. He showed that he's physically okay. Uh, in my eyes, I thought he looked physically okay, too defensive. But now, if he gains some confidence from that fight, I want him to be back to what he was, the sniper, the pot shotter, the guy who controls the outside, the guy who uses his legs, the guy who, sets traps, the guy who's accurate with punches, the guy who doesn't waste much. He's defensively good. He's the guy that practices the sweet science. Look, I know Norman is dangerous. I know that he's young, he's talented. I mean, he's got electric talent. He's got power. You can't make a mistake with him. I'm hoping that the experience and the resume of Haney could be the difference, where he can fight the fight he didn't fight with Garcia. Garcia, he fought a seek and destroy fight, thinking that Garcia, with all the craziness on the social media, that he was going to walk right through him, that he was nuts. That it was just go knock him out, go home, get a paycheck. And of course, he walked into a trap. But I'm hoping he's back to his ID. His ID is to do this, to be on the outside, to sniper, to counterpunch. to set traps. And I'm hoping he can do that. And I'm hoping he regains some of his confidence from that tune-up fight that he had after the Garcia fight. And I'm just hoping he gets through the early rounds because those are going to be the most dangerous rounds. And in my write-up, in this one, I said it. He's got to get through. That round just ended, the first round, and I think Norman won it. And he's got to get through the first 4 rounds and not take a lot of damage, gain some confidence, and get into a rhythm where he's not just surviving, but he's also mixing offense with defense, where he gives himself a chance to do more than just go rounds, but to actually win rounds. But I think he's got to get past the first 4. He lost the first round. Um, it's a tough one. I hate this freaking gambling. I don't know why I do it because I never want to let you guys down, and I always got my heart.
And he looked
I,
very nervous.
thank you. I want you to keep winning, and I look at this one, and if Haney doesn't gain his confidence, if he's not back, mentally, Norman's the kind of talent that can score a knockout. There's no doubt about it. And I was hoping maybe Norman would figure, hey, the guy don't have his confidence. I'm going to manhandle him. I'm going to come in, and it's going to give Haney a chance to pot shot him. It's going to give him a chance to counter him. It's going to give him a chance to outbox him. But right now, Norman, give him credit. He's feinting a little bit. He's taking steps. He's not really loading up on shots. He's using his jab to come in the door. He's doing it right. He's doing everything right. He's not just looking to blow him out of the ring. He's looking to close gaps. He's looking to do it the right way. And again, I'm just hoping that Haney can survive early, gain a little confidence, and get into his stream. And what would his stream be? It would be, counter punching, traps, beating him to the punching spots, just doing what he did before he got beat by Garcia. And not do that. Don't go straight back. You go straight back with a guy like Norman and you're still in the path of the punch. He's going to take steps with you. And if he takes steps with you, he's going to eventually catch up to you. So what do you guys think? I mean, you guys are watching a fight. What are you guys thinking right now? Norman's a little bit in charge here.
Devin Haney looks like he's not fronting this time. He looks like he's actually a little bit. It just looks like Devin Haney's a little more of himself than last fight.
Whoa!
He's fighting more like Devin Haney. That was a beautiful. Oh my
God!
gosh!
Calm down, Ted. Calm down, Teddy. Calm down. But there's the sniper. There's the experience. There's the resume. There's the straight right hand. There's the counterpunch. There's the trap. Oh, come on. Come on. If we pull this one off, bud, you know what? If we pull it, don't get caught. Don't get careless. If we pull this one off, come on. What are you doing, Ralph? Get out of there. Get out of there. If we pull come on, if we can pull this off, bud, if we can pull this one off, man, we're making a family happy. We're making a family happy. Come on. Come on. Come on. I want to use a line. I'm waiting for a line. I don't want to use it too early. It's from The Godfather. Oh, come on. Come on. Don't get careless, though. Behind the jab, behind the jab. Maybe you should go to the body a little bit. Come on, behind the jab. He's still looking. He's not wasting. Like I said, he's pot-shotting. The other kid's young. Norman's young. Haney's experienced. Haney's the sharpshooter. Haney's getting what he wanted so far. Able to counterpunch the guy that maybe I was right. That was going to come in there and think he was going to manhandle him because he figured he was a shot fighter. Well, he ain't shot yet. He ain't shot yet. All right, it ain't over. Let's calm down now. He's still got. I know you guys are with me, brothers. I know look at that. Beautiful. He set it up with the left hook.
That was beautiful.
Watch this. Watch the left hook. Watch. Boom. Well, that's not the one. No, that's not the one.
That
All right,
hurt him.
that hurt him. That hurt him. But watch the one. Watch the setup. Watch. Left hook, right hand. Oh, what a setup. Left hook freezes him. He blocks it, and it set up the right hand. You could almost say the left hook was a throwaway. Left hook frees him, right hand to do the business. All right, come on, let's come on, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, guys. I want to make money for these guys. I want to make money for our family. How much of our families here? They better be all at the table. Is everybody at the table? How many guys at the table?
We got 8 people so far.
Got eight. Call them up. Call up the other family members and ask them, what are you doing? You don't want to eat? You don't want to have dinner? Come on. Come on. We made money in the last fight, right? Let's make money here. Let's make money here. That's all right. All right, come on. Haney, do what you do. What do? You set traps. You counterpunch, right? You're a sharpshooter. You're accurate. You don't waste punches. I'll tell you one thing. Haney looks kind of big, his body, right? Don't he look pretty strong?
Yeah, I mean, some would say he's been a weight bully in the past, right?
No, yeah, I guess.
And now this is his debut at 147. He
Yeah,
looks
but he
like he
don't-
filled out his frame.
Yeah, he don't look small.
Yeah.
Family members, what do you think? Come on, use that jab there. Use that jab, Mr. Haney, and don't get caught going back. All right. Defense was pretty good. I'm worried about him when he goes back because he goes back 2, 3 steps in a row, bud. You see it?
Yep.
Don't go back two. Now, what I wouldn't mind him doing is setting a trap. Go back and then throw that left hook quick. Oh, yeah. All right. That's what I don't mind him doing. Take a little step back. Get the younger kid to be over anxious, right? Get him to look for the shot. Get him to think he's going to walk in, and then throw a counter. But don't go back 2 steps in a row.
120 on our clock, round 3.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
All right.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Come on, come on.
Now 110 if you guys are still sinking.
Yeah. The referee, man, he gets too involved sometimes, especially if it's against our guy. I ain't gotta be honest. Gotta be honest. You gotta be honest. This is an honest sport.
Oh,
I hear a couple oohs and ahs. You guys might be ahead of us.
Yeah, maybe. They're 5 seconds ahead of us, I think.
We're sitting at 40 seconds now, guys. 40 on the dot.
Yeah.
okay. You're like 4 seconds ahead of me.
Oh, wow. Come on, use that jab, Haney. Use the jab, Haney.
He's sticking it.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a close round, though.
I think Haney's winning the round.
You think so?
Yeah, you land that nice counter right hand. It's working
Well,
out the
that's
jab.
true. Well, you got 20 seconds left. We
Yeah.
gotta try to finish right. One punch can turn it around. You know that. You know that. He's staying within his identity. He knows what he is now. He ain't Mike Tyson. He's not Joe Frazier. He's not the Sickens. He's a boxer. He's a boxer. He's a boxer. He didn't do that against Garcia. He thought that he had an easy night because Garcia was talking like a lunatic that should have been locked up in you know what I mean? Everyone thought it.
Yeah, you're right.
Really. And so he figured it's following him. They made a little mistake. They said, okay, let's go get him. Let's go get him. Get him out of here. And they walked into a left hook. So, he's back to at least boxing the way he's meant to box. So, got to give credit to the father. They might have made a mistake with picking Garcia because of the antics, right? But his father's been pretty smart at managing, and picking spots. That's why when he picked this fight and everybody was picking Haney to win pretty easy at first, I was like, wait a minute, slow down. If his father picked him, he's been pretty smart. They see something. Plus, they got the more experienced guy, the guy who's been on the platform, the bigger platforms, the guy who's got the better resume. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You got the last round to him? I don't know.
I did.
All right, good. Fourth round, what do you got?
I gave round 1 to
Well, you gotta-
Norman.
you gotta-
The knockdown in round 2.
That's 10-8.
Yep. And now I gave round 3 to him.
All right.
Well, how do you guys see it?
How you guys see it?
Teddy, I'm with you. I thought round one went to Norman, and then the last two to Haney for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least Haney's sticking to what he's supposed to stick to.
Controlling distance.
Yeah, control and range. Trying to give Norman a chance to make a mistake.
And working behind the jab.
Yeah, you know that old saying I use, right? Give him a little rope to hang himself. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Give him give him, let him make a mistake. Let him make a mistake. Use that jab, though. Use that jab. The problem is Norman's not just an explosive young kid. He knows how to fight. His technique is good. It's not like his mechanics aren't good. He's a good fighter.
Norman only 24 years old. I'm pretty sure this was the first time he's ever been on the ground.
Yeah, I would think it is. I would think it is. He's trying to control range. You could see it, how intent he is and intense he is. Haney with his concentration, and it's all about controlling range. You can see it. Yeah, see how he's trying to counter him on the way in.
Yep, just missed
Yeah,
that.
he's trying to set traps. I just don't want him to go back 2 steps in a row.
Yeah, we should keep that left hand up too.
Yeah, and the jab of Norman, you can't ignore it. Norman uses that jab pretty well. There's a jab of Haney. That was a good jab. There's a good jab of Haney.
If you're in the corner of Norman right now, what's the adjustment you're making?
Well, keep using your jab, feint. Don't let him set traps. Give him a feint before you come in. So if he's looking to set a trap, he throws his trap punch prematurely, or he makes the step prematurely. In other words, feint him, let him show his hand. Let him show his hand, and then you can close the gap where the danger is out of the way. That's all I'm telling him. I mean, that's all I have to tell him, because that's the whole fight. That is the whole fight. That is everything right now. And you got to use the jab and stay with it if you're Norman. See when he jumps in with that hook once in a while? That's because, Norman has knocked out guys with that left hook. So every once in a while he's jumping in with it. I would tell Haney, look for the straight right hand if he jumps in with that left hook.
Right over the top.
No, right down the middle. I would look to catch him in the middle of that left hook if you see it coming, because straight beats round. Straight beats round.
I give that round another round to Haney.
Yeah, those jabs were accurate.
Bloodied up the nose of Norman.
Yeah, definitely. There's Benavidez' father.
Haney's jab looks a lot better in this fight than his previous two.
Yeah,
I've
you know
noticed.
what it gets attached to? You're right. And you know what it's attached to? And it's the whole thing. It's the whole nutshell. It's attached to his mental frame. It's all about his mental frame. I said after the last fight, I said to you guys, I said on the podcast, I said to my son, he's okay physically. I checked that box. If I'm the doctor, I'm saying he's fine physically. Is he okay mentally? And if he's okay mentally, everything will be what it's always been. His jab would be great. It's just a matter of him being in a confident, right mental frame. And right now he is. And you're right. The jab looks good. And that's why. Because he's feeling, like the Haney of old. And he's got something to prove. Don't ever, it's hard to bet against a guy that's got something to prove. Pride is important. And
It's funny how things could change so quick. You come in here questioning maybe the confidence of Haney coming in.
Well,
now you don't want him to get overconfident.
well, you want to keep jabbing. But I said he had to get past the first 4 rounds and he had to gain confidence. He gained confidence.
No question.
There's that jab again by Haney. Just don't leave it out there too long.
After 8 trips to Saudi Arabia with you, it's weird watching a fight at home that's taking place in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I know. How you guys doing in the family? You all right?
Coppinger has it scored the way we're seeing it, just the first round to Norman.
Yeah, he's got it scored, but
Yep.
doesn't mean a lot. That and what is it? About $50 to get on a bus nowadays, get you on a bus. I mean,
Anybody seeing it any differently? Big right hand behind the jab by Haney.
no, he didn't land.
Like a land to me.
Yeah, I didn't think he landed. I thought he reached a tiny bit with it. He's feinting nice, ain't he? I like that. Yeah. If he can make, which he's starting to do, maybe make Norman desperate. Well, if well, it plays into the style, right? Doesn't it, guys? It plays
Yeah.
into the style, the hands, whatever you want to call it, of what Haney likes, right? He likes the counter. He likes to set traps. He likes to box. If you can make your opponent, desperate. Oh, another nice right hand. All right. I like the footwork too. It's control and range.
Yeah, he is. He's boxing beautifully so
It's all
far.
about control and range, right? It's all about control and range. And don't get freaking caught. And don't get caught being, coming in, being too whatever, aggressive, but don't get caught going straight back. He is a sharpshooter though when he's at his best, isn't he? I mean, really, his punches are sharp. He doesn't waste any, right?
No, absolutely.
And he's accurate. That's one of his strengths. He's an accurate puncher.
How quickly people could forget. A lot of people have been saying that not a lot of people giving Haney a shot to win tonight.
Well, a lot of people thought he was going to get knocked out.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it ain't over. It ain't over, I know our family members.
But can I say one thing? My
Yeah,
advice.
whatever you
I was
want,
going to
Matt.
say, I think the big issue with Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia is Ryan Garcia is kind of an unorthodox fighter. So he's more of a rhythm fighter. And, Brian Norman's a rhythm. He has a rhythm. So I
That's
feel like
true.
once Devin caught on to that, this is kind of what we're going to see for the rest of the fight. I
Yeah,
could be wrong, but
to your point, Matt. Um, to your point, Garcia will throw those counter left hooks in unexpected times, in awkward moments if you want, but in not as conventional. He'd throw it, he'd step out, he'd throw the left hook counter, it'd come at you at not just different angles, but it'd come at you at times that you didn't really expect it. And what you're saying is Norman comes at you in a more expected way. Is that fair?
that's exactly what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Conventional, yeah.
more conventional. Yeah, I would concur. Who we got with us, bud? I see a few guys. We got everybody, 8, 9, how many?
Yeah.
And again, I want to welcome, I don't know if they're here, but I want to welcome our new members, guys. We're a family, so we welcome new guys. We say, hey, welcome to the family, welcome to the community, welcome to the ropes. But we got about 10, right, bud? 10, 12 new members.
We have we have a couple coming in right now. We have our man Vinny joining in. Matt is always with us, but yeah, bud, we got some new ones with us, and we're excited to have everybody. Todd, Scott, Daniel's been with us, I believe, before, but welcome everybody.
Welcome, and we hope you had the under that we, obviously gave you in the Bam Rodriguez fight. We hope you had the under. I'm sorry that I made you probably
Sweat a little.
sweat a little bit.
Oh, that's a problem.
5 seconds left, and we got it. So you might have sweated a little bit, but you got the win.
We for the guys who just were admitted in the room, we're at 118, 115 right now, round 6. Just if you guys want to sync up. And what's going on, Vinny?
I want to see that jab now, Haney. Come on. You let too much time go. All right.
What's up, guys?
Who's that, Vin?
Yeah.
Hey, Vince,
I know. Vinny
Hey,
was
Vin,
sweating that last one.
you
I
good,
was.
Vin? You had a little something on it, Vin? I hope you did.
I did. I did. I always take your word.
Thank you, Vin. That's why I get nervous because I don't want to break my word to you guys. And I get nervous because of that. I told my son, it's when it was looking like I didn't know if we were going to win, you know what I said? I'm going to be honest, full transparency. So that's one of my weaknesses, one of my strengths, but also one of my weaknesses. Not everybody wants to really hear the truth all the time. But I said to my son, I said, freak this gambling. I don't like it, you know? I because it was getting tight. And I was saying, this gambling, do we really have to do this? Do we really have to keep making picks? And then all of a sudden, as I was saying that, I hear my son, yeah. And I'm like, okay, we keep doing it. We'll keep
Keep
no
doing it.
problem.
He really was, guys. I mean, I was saying, hey, we've won about 8 out of 9 now since we've been doing this here at the ropes. We can't win them all. And he's like, no, we have to win them all.
Who's that, bud? Who's
That's the
that?
trainer of Yard.
Oh, all right. Yard is a dangerous guy. Yard is a guy that I don't think he can win a decision, but he can win by knockout. He could. I mean, obviously, I'm taking Benavidez, but Yard is, he's a guy that can catch you a shot, and but and Benavidez can get hit sometimes because of his great offense. He gets, he gets too busy. He gets too busy sometimes. The great thing about Benavidez is the thing that could be his weakness is that he will take risk. He will take risk and he will get inside and he will look to gobble up your body and he will look to put punches in bunches. But while he's doing that, he will also give you a chance to catch him in between those shots. And that's where Yard's chance is. He ain't outworking him, but his chance is to catch him. And I think he would have to catch him in the first, I don't know, first 5 rounds, maybe 5 rounds, six, maybe.
Round 7, 245.
Oh, Haney jumped in a little. Don't jump too many times. Don't jump too many times, please, please. Don't get over freaking aggressive. Stay to what you are. Stay to what you are a little bit. Stay to, use your jab, please. There you
Ooh.
go. Set the table, right, fellas, with the jab and eat with the right hand.
Oh, watch
Come on.
that left hook, though.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah, don't load up with the left hook, please, Mr.
Oh,
Haney.
yeah.
Use your jab, set the table with the right hand, for the right hand, I should say. Oh, nice jab. Nice jab. Nice jab. You see how he blocked it and then he counted? That was nice. Make him miss, make him pay, right?
Absolutely.
Don't reach in. Don't reach in.
Mm.
Yeah,
I agree with the comment just now that from
he looks bigger, you mean?
yeah,
Well, I said that
you
at the
said it right
beginning.
off the bat.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you, I think he's been on a weight program. I think he has been on a weight program.
He looks big.
I thought so. Yeah, his back.
Or is this just the weight that he's always should have been at?
That could be part of it. Yeah, that he's not draining himself down.
That part of the problem with his last performance too, maybe. He's cutting too much weight.
Just don't get caught on the way out.
Oh, I think
But
Haney got hurt here.
I hope not. I hope you're wrong.
What time you at there, Matt? Or is that
Well,
Drew?
we're at 103.
Was that Drew? Yeah.
Well, we're at 101.
Oh, sorry, I'm a minute and 2 on the 7th.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we're at 56, 55.
Matt, you and I are synced up. Perfect.
Let's see. Come on, Haney. Don't get caught going back, please. This is a better round for Norman.
Best
Right?
round by far since the first.
Yeah, it's a much better round for him. He's caught him a couple of shots.
With that being said, I don't know if he's winning the round.
Oh, I think he is.
Still
I
30
mean, there's
seconds
still,
coming
yeah,
up.
there's still time, but
That jab of Haney and putting that right hand behind it's still been happening this round.
don't go straight back, Haney, and don't jump in. Use your jab, set the table, eat with the right hand, and walk them into traps. And control range, right?
Absolutely.
Don't control range. Come on.
Teddy, that jab is there all night. How come you don't think he's throwing it more?
He does, he's worried about getting counted. I think, he's gaining confidence as the rounds go on. There's a guy that went through a lot mentally. I think, he doesn't, jab is great, but if you throw it at the wrong time, the wrong distance, it could leave a window open for a counter right hand from an orthodox fighter. So I think he's cognizant of that. He never was a guy that was the busiest guy. He was always a guy that was accurate. He was a sharpshooter, and he didn't waste punches. I think that's his temperament. And I think that's the answer to a good question you just gave, that he's not a guy that wastes punches. He's just not. And I think he's being consistent to that nature right now. I think these rounds are the important rounds right now. I think this next round, because if Norman feels like his father feels like he had a better round that round, he's going to look to build on it right here. So to me, this is a big round. This is a round where either Norman builds or Haney shuts down what he's building.
We have a few more guys trickling in as we're going here. So just want to welcome you guys as well. We got our Caesar.
Hey, Caesar.
Hope you got little Caesar with you.
Yeah,
That is right.
hey, we don't care about you, Caesar. We care about little Caesar.
They only care about you.
Yeah, we care about little Caesar. Little Caesar, I hope you're there. Little Caesar, we love you.
Daniel
You're a
said,
fan.
I feel like the age-old saying there are levels to this game, and Haney is showing those levels.
Yeah, but the young Norman has explosive talent. You can't make a mistake. Punch can turn it around, and it's always a mistake technically that allows that punch to turn it around. And the only mistakes that I'm worried about technically or defensive flaws that could turn it around by Haney is going straight back or reaching in. See how he went straight back again, 2 in a row? I don't like. Don't go back 2 steps in a row, Haney. Come on. If you go back 1 step and then counter, 1 step and then counter, go off to the side, break it off to the side. But don't go back 2 steps in a row, please.
Yeah.
And use your jab and control the range.
We got a little feedback going on some of you guys from the TV, so if you guys could just mute it until you're ready to chime in with us, please.
Yeah, a little feedback.
And for those that just came in, Caesar as well, we're at 116, 115, round 8, if you want to sync up with us.
Yeah, and this is a better round again for Norman. He's just, he's being more aggressive. I think Haney's giving him a little bit of chances, to be honest, by 2 things. You know what it is? Going straight back, right? And not using the jab enough.
No, it's a great question or point by Drew before.
Yeah, it was. Beautiful question. There he goes. Nice jab. There you go. Use that jab more, Haney. Obviously throw it at the right time and snappy. But there you go. Use the jab more. It's the reason why he's got a bloody nose, right? Use the jab more. Oh, that was nice. He made him miss the hook and he looked to counter. He just missed. Come on, Haney. Pot shot, sniper shot. There you go. The jab. Now the jab's cooking.
I don't know how you guys feel, but these rounds that we're saying that Norman is doing better, I don't know if he's winning them.
Well, this round, that's not over yet. It's not over.
10 seconds.
But Haney did a good job from the minute mark left with the jab. Once he started using the jab, I think he took the round. Yeah, that was Haney's round. And the reason was Haney's round is he started jabbing. All right,
the monster.
Well, we got to be a smart monster. Don't get greedy. Don't, sometimes you throw 7 freaking punches. Throw 4 and make a miss and then come back with more. Don't stay in the middle throwing too many with an experienced guy who can punch. Don't stay in the middle throwing too many.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have my father here, but it really is the night of father's sons.
Yeah.
We got Norman's dad, Haney's dad, Benavidez' dad.
Well, it's true. So I like it. It's nice. It's cool.
He's telling him we're going home with that belt, trying to give his son Norman some words of encouragement, motivate him here.
Yeah. No, I mean, I like his father. He's not over the top. He he's always been respectful. His kid's always been Haney. Norman's kid has always been respectful. I mean, I like him. I just want him to lose his fight. Not no, not in a bad way. Not because I don't like him, because I gotta feed my family.
Got the
I gotta
fan.
feed my family. And my family is right here. Here they are. They're getting bigger. Look at all those people on the board. That's our family.
Oh,
We gotta feed them. We told them, Haiti, we gotta take it home. Please, let's get it home. Please. Still a lot of rounds left.
yeah.
And guys that just joined us, I hope you had Bam Rodriguez. Wow. 5 seconds to spare. We pull out the win with the under. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. I hope you know what I'm going through for you. I gave myself 3 heart attacks. Because I don't want you guys to lose money because of I I I gave you the wrong advice. I really don't. And I'm always concerned about that. I really am. I want to see that jab of Haney. Come on the outside. I'll tell you one good thing. You know what the good thing is, bud?
What's that?
Maybe, the young kid, right? Norman, right? He was supposed to be the physically stronger guy, right? An more explosive guy. I don't know if he's the physically stronger, but he was supposed to be the guy, with that explosive ability, which he does still have. But here's the good news. He hasn't been using it on the inside. He's been allowing himself to be tied up on the inside. That's an advantage for us. That's an advantage for Haney, who wants to really live on the outside,
Yeah.
where he can do what he does, which is counter, set traps, jab, do that, control range.
Yeah.
He wants to live on the he
Oh.
wants to live on the outside, Haney. So if Norman gets inside and he
Uh-oh.
don't punch, that's good for us. All right, this is getting
Little left hook came through there for Norman.
Oh, he's trying to rough him up a little bit now. The referee's gonna warn him, I bet you. Yeah, I give him a warning.
Caesar made a couple bucks, 200 extra tonight on Bam. Congrats, Caesar. And Daniel, you're sitting in a decent spot. Got some way to go, but Haney to win and Haney to win by decision. We'll see. Vinny, we'll get to this question at the end of the round. And I'll circle back here in 25
Well,
seconds.
what's the question, bud?
Vinny's asking about the Mason fight.
The Mason fight?
Yeah, so as soon as this round ends, we'll jump to that.
Well,
Nice double jab.
we said that Noakes was very tough, and I was worried it could go rounds. It could go the distance. I was gambling on a really one-sided talent advantage of Mason. I was gambling on it, but I did throw a save in at the end. If you read the write-up, I said, look, Noakes might be tough enough to take a bit of a beating, but get to the final bell, and just be protective of that. I would throw Mason into a parlay. I would throw him into a parlay. Not Mason. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Abdullah Mason.
I would throw him into a parlay just to win, just in case it goes to rounds. But I'll tell you, I'm not. I felt good about the pick though, because I thought his talent was going to be too much. It was just a matter of, he's only a young kid, 21 years old, and could he get the stoppage over just a guy who's technically solid and just very game? And he did. It was close. He had him hurt a couple times, but it was close.
The question you just touched on and laid it all out, but did you think Mason could have knocked out Stokes if he stopped picking his shots and threw his punches in combination?
Yeah.
Stayed on him more.
Yeah, he threw single shots a lot. You're right. Who's that, Vinny?
Yeah, that's our man. Vic.
Yeah.
And we just had our man Michael all the way from Poland join us. We hope you're good, Michael. We're 244 round 10 if you want to sync up. Now 240 on the dot.
Yeah, hello, Mike. Thanks for being with us, Mike. And we hope you're all well. We hope everybody and their families are well. And
We're growing, guys.
we're growing. The family's getting bigger. We added 12, 15 people. I don't even know how many, but a lot. And I just getting back to Vinny and what he said about Abdullah Mason. Yeah, he threw a lot of single shots. You know, he was looking to break that body. He was looking to land big shots, the body shots. I thought he could have did a little bit more, you know, with the uppercut. I thought, you know, he could put punches together better. Um, but he's only 21. And I think what allowed the other guy to survive was what I was worried about. His maturity. He was older. He was solid enough for keeping his hands up. Well, there's a counter by Haney. He was solid enough technically. You know, didn't have the talent at all that Abdullah has, but he was a gritty, tough guy that I was worried about that fight. I even left messages for some of you guys that that was the one I was worried about. But you know, if you're gonna do this stuff, you gotta trust. You know, you gotta take a shot. You gotta trust your instincts, and you gotta gamble a little bit. And I just thought that before the bell rang, he'd have a chance to stop him, and he did. But uh, credit to Noakes, his maturity, his age, it got him to the finish line.
Yeah. Back to this fight here with Haney and Norman.
Better
I
round for
saw
Haney, right?
87-83 for Coppinger heading into this, 88-82 according to the fans. I think a better round so far for Haney, 45
We
seconds
still
left.
got to get through all these rounds, you know.
No, there's a lot of fight to be taking place still. How do you guys see it? You guys agree with those scorecards?
And I think the guy in charge is Haney. You
I think
guys
there's a
agree
slight
that
momentum
Haney's the
shift.
boss? I think the best thing you could say about Haney, right? He's fighting his fight. He's back to understanding what his identity is, right, guys? His identity is what? Not a seek and destroy guy that he tried to be in the Garcia fight. Don't jump
Don't
in.
jump in.
His identity is to, you know, control the range, set traps, counterpunch, be a sniper, you know, be an accurate counterpuncher.
That's the end of that round.
And don't waste anything. And that's kind of what he's been doing.
I'm with you, Daniel. Haney's in control, obviously, for sure, but that 87-83, I could see that. I could see 88-82. Either way.
Yeah.
And I would have gave that round to Haney as well.
Yeah, I agree.
I will say though, I think that Norman made a slight adjustment, and I think there is a bit of like a turn. I want to see if these last two rounds go to Devin Haney or if Brian Norman starts to do some things.
You know what I want to see? I just don't want to see a mistake. I just don't want to see a mistake made by Haney. You know, it's almost like this would be the saying that it's, and I hate to say this, but sometimes sayings fit. It's almost like it's Haney's fight to lose. And I just don't want him to lose it. You know, keep doing what you're doing. You know, use your jab, control range. You know, don't go straight back 2 steps in a row and don't jump in. Use your jab, control range. And use, you know, kind of use the good work of the night in your favor. What do I mean by that? You got him behind. You got him. What happens when a guy's behind? And especially when he's young, he gets desperate. If you got him in that place, well, then you should know what to do. Set traps and be ready to counter him getting desperate. That's what I'm saying if I'm in the corner.
It's going to be one or two punches if Norman's going to pull off the comeback, right?
Well, let's not even talk about. Would you stop with this freaking? Come on, we gotta get through these. What do we got left? We gotta get through.
2 minutes right now, round 11.
We got a family to feed here. Do you understand? That was a good jab. Don't get too aggressive. See again, guys. You know what I like? I mean, it could change, but I like that Norman is getting tied up or helping tie up Haney on the inside because He's the explosive guy. You'd want if you were on his side, you would want Norman punching on the inside, not getting tied up, not allowing himself to get tied up.
That's right. We still got guys trickling in. We got our man Jorge. Welcome, Jorge. We're at
Jorge.
115, round 11, Jorge.
Hey, Jorge,
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
good to have you with us. I hope you had the last fight that we gave you with the 5 seconds to spare with the under with Bam Rodriguez. I hope you had it.
You know what? No, man. I did it. I did it.
It's all right.
Well, I hope you didn't have the over then.
No, I hope you had, I hope, no, I hope you, well, we're not there yet, but I hope you had Haney because we loved Haney. So we hope that he gets past his next round in 36 seconds.
I was going for Norman actually. I wasn't going for Haney. I think I had wrote that one down. But yeah,
Jorge,
I don't.
we love
Yes.
you, but Vinny knows this. Never go against the family, Jorge.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I won't.
Well, we didn't get there yet, okay, but we liked, we liked Haney. We liked Haney. And we liked him the way it's playing out. That this guy's gonna come in, look to blow him out maybe, and allow. I mean, you talk about a blueprint. The way we drew it up, we got one more round to go. But we were looking for Haney to outbox him, to be able to get back to what got Haney to where it got him. His ability to control range and counterpunch and jab and, set traps and be a sniper. We were saying the reason I picked him was I thought that the younger Norman would look for big shots, look to walk him down, and it would play into the hands of what Haney is best at, boxing guys that look to just be aggressive. And so far, so good. You got one round to go. I'd love to hear what the father's telling him because I hope it's, hey, be smart. Be smart. Don't go completely into that NFL, what's that? What do they call that NFL?
Yeah, you don't want to go into the prevent defense, and something happened here with
No, all you
the
have to do is
zone.
push the button. You have to control it. All you have to do is, yes, continue. No, yes, continue watch.
It's the wrong one.
Oh, you didn't push it.
Yes, I did. This is your-
No, I don't know if that's the right remote. Oh, wait a minute. Just let it come on.
Democrat
Yeah, I turned it off.
been able to communicate to the people here in California that has really resonated. Communicate here in California that has really resonated.
The big thing is,
Open. Volume open.
Hey, guys, we lost the feed.
We're back, guys. We're at 235. I don't know if that messes up the sync because we just came back, but around 12,
We're
230
at
now.
229, yeah. Last round. Did we miss anything, guys? We
Yeah,
missed
Devin
30
Haney just
seconds.
got slept. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't.
Matt, come on. Is that Matt or is that Jorge?
No, that was what's his name.
Anything we missed the first 30 seconds?
No, you didn't miss anything.
Does anybody think that Norman could win this without
No,
a knock?
stop. Come on. I don't want to have any negative stuff in the air. No, I think that it's for sure that Norman, I can answer that question. Norman needs a knockout. And we don't like to put that in the
Guys,
air.
we're not superstitious in this family at all.
Yeah, you can
This
see.
isn't a Carl Froch fight. This isn't a Carl Froch fight.
Yeah, please, come on. Let's not be talking this stuff. Let's just hope that Haney gets through the round.
Daniel, after this round, we'll talk about your question maybe about what could be next for the winner in regards to Conor Ben.
Let's hope Tim Cheatham's not a judge.
Oh,
He's terrible. He's terrible. Hey, you guys are a nice guy and everything, but three of you guys came to my foundation dinner where It was a good night. 1,000 people, 35, 40 celebrities. It was a good night, and we raised a lot of money to help a lot of people. Thank God. But 3 years came there, and I don't know if you knew this, but one of the top judges in the country was actually came to the dinner. Steve Weisfeld,
That's right. I forgot he was there.
good guy.
There's a
good
couple
guy.
judges too from New York, judges, boxing professional judges.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think was Jack Reese there too.
He bought a ticket. I know that.
Yeah.
I thought he did. But anyway, let's watch this. Let's concentrate on this.
30
Because
seconds left.
30 seconds, and what's Norman doing? He's trying to rough him up. He's trying to make it ugly. He's trying to make it an alley fight. He's trying to catch him something on the inside. And, Haney got to keep his cool now and don't go straight back. And, really just get through the round. And you know what? Truth. Norman didn't help himself in there, getting in there, making it an ugly fight. And I'll tell you why. He got tied up. And what happens when you're tied up?
Can't do anything.
Ticks. The clock ticks, right? You get tied up, you get smothered trying to make it an alley fight. What happened? The clock ticks. Hey guys, I think we gave you another winner right now. And I'll be darned. I feel kind of good about it. I do. I mean, because when this fight first came out, nobody liked Haney. And what did you say to me, Bud? I'm not trying to sound stupid, but you said
I said I loved Haney.
No, no, no. You said that you thought that I might have changed the line.
Oh, I did. Yeah, well, when we gave the pick, Haney was I don't know where you guys got it, but Haney was plus money, and when it closed, not a big favorite, but maybe pick him, but it became minus money, right? And it was literally right after we had spoke about it on the podcast. Now, we don't give out all the picks on the podcast, Scott. We only gave out 2. We gave you guys 4, and we go obviously more in depth here in the under
What other
overs.
podcast we gave 2? Which 2?
Yeah, the co-feature and the main event.
Oh.
I got to ask you guys, given the fact that Devin Haney's won, are we kind of just waiting on Garcia versus Barrios to see if Garcia gets that belt and unify between the two of them?
Or I guess I'll ask all of you guys this, and obviously my father, but the question from our man Danny here was, what about Conor Ben if he goes back down to 147? Does that excite anybody versus Haney?
No, not really.
I don't know if Ben can go after all the muscle he put on, excuse me, the weight he put on 2 fights in a row to be a middleweight. Let me tell you something. It is not an easy accomplishment to take that muscle off and come down. It's not. You can hurt yourself. So I'd be a little wary of Ben coming down back to his natural 147 after 2 fights at middleweight. I'd be concerned about it. But I like Ben. I like he's a good offensive fighter. He's a strong, great chin, great will, aggressive, fun to watch. He's a pretty good puncher. I don't see anything about him. He moves his head coming in. He doesn't come in a reckless way, comes in the right way, bringing his feet, moving his head, evading punches.
Did you hear that? 114, 113? What are we,
That's
tripping?
stupid.
Wait. We're just getting the cards now. You kidding me?
I think one judge had it right, and that was it, Teddy.
Yeah, the right guy won, but 2 of those judges were way too close.
Seriously. That's terrible.
That's boxing, guys. Let's go, guys.
Hey, guys, Merry Christmas early.
Teddy, we may have to start calling you Nostradamus at this point, man.
Yeah, for real.
Amazing,
No
Preston.
kidding, for real.
And a
I
lot
gotta
of
start learning
people
how to bet.
really did not like Haney, especially when the fight was first made. I know people that are supposed to know something about this sport, and they were like, "Oh no, Norman's gonna knock him out." But man, nice job. He fought his fight. He fought the right fight. He fought a smart fight. He fought a Haney fight. And that's what you want if you're a trainer. You want your guy to fight his fight. Haney fought his fight. It's not much more complicated than that. I don't know what that first judge was watching.
Seriously.
I really don't. I mean, a 10-8 round in there, bud. 10-8 round in there, and we saw all the rounds he was grabbing, right?
Yep.
I mean, how are you going to have it 1 point? But I asked myself that
Confidence or
question.
corruption.
I asked myself that question too many times in my sport. He looks big, don't he? I mean, really,
Yes.
he looks big,
Yes.
man.
Who's that? Haney?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just looks like weight program, whatever you want to call it. He just looks big.
He's on snack,
Tell you
right?
something real quick.
I just think he probably went on a weight program and
Um,
his back got bigger. I don't know. And my son made a good point. Maybe he was, a guy like him. Who knows how he was making weight at 140 if he was really doing big cuts. You don't know. He might have been doing big cuts to make 140, and now he's at a more natural weight, maybe.
yeah. I was gonna say, do you think that this fight is kind of like the rebirth of Devin Haney, where he'll start to grow even more as a fighter?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, look, I thought the key was getting that one fight after, you know, that one fight after the loss where he would he could just know he was okay. He needed a fight to know he was okay, physically okay, that he could do this again. He needed, I know I used to say this when I did all those years on ESPN as the main commentator. I used to say he needed to see an exorcist. He needed to get rid of the ghost, get rid of the ghost in the head, in the attic. And he got rid of the ghost. And once he got rid of the ghost, he was ready to be Haney.
Thank you so much, and again, congratulations. Back to you, Kate. Thank you for your
Well, he's back, right?
He is back for
Hey,
sure.
never discount experience, right, bud?
For sure. That was one of the things, in this fight that I think a lot of people.
Well, my write-up, if you
Yeah.
read my write-up, what did I say?
That's exactly what you said. And there's Connor Ben
There's Conor Ben right there.
looking like a bag of money.
I think Devin Haney could have stopped Norman in this fight, to be honest with you.
Yeah, maybe if he took more chances, but I don't think that was in the game plan, to
I
be
agree
honest.
with that, though.
Yeah, I understand.
And one thing, Matt, please, we got you. You can never get rid of those pink headphones. That's the good luck charm, my man.
Yeah, you got to keep them. You got to keep them. You got to keep them.
We're gonna frame those things one day.
Yeah, I actually made some money tonight. I bet on Devin Haney as well because, the real Devin Haney is hard to beat.
Oh, he came back. He came back, and don't discount that he took advantage of the younger kid's inexperience. Don't discount that.
No question.
And
But you said it in the podcast, but in the lead up, we talked about it. That what was that old show back in the day? But you said, "Will
Yeah,
real
yeah.
Devin Haney
Yeah,
please stand up?"
what's my line?
He just stood up.
Yeah, what's my line? Will the real Devin Haney please stand up? You know, you know what I wanted to say, and I'm going to say it now from The Godfather, right? You know what line I wanted to say to everybody out there, right?
I think I do. I know our man
right.
Vinny knows.
We're going to be bigger than U.S. Steel.
That's part two.
We should be. I mean,
Yeah, that's part two.
that
true.
is
I
right.
love it.
Yeah.
That's true. That's Hyman Roth. That's Hyman Roth.
Yeah.
You know, well, I'm gonna go take a nap now, and if that bag with $2 million is in my room when I wake up, I know I have a partner. If it's not, I know I don't. We keep going this way, Vin.
That's word for word, man. That's good memory, Teddy.
Yeah, thank you.
That
Vin, Vincenzo, if we keep going this way, we might be able to fill that. We might be able to fill that briefcase.
we obviously we got one more to go tonight, guys, with Benavidez, but it does feel good to play with the house money now.
Yeah, it does. And what do we need? What am I looking for in Benavides? I'm looking for him to have the advantage of hand speed. He's going to outwork him. He's going to try to bust his body down. He's younger. I'm looking for you to be served. He's undefeated. He hasn't learned how to lose. I hope we don't learn tonight. I'm just concerned in the first part of the fight where Yarde could have a chance to maybe nail him in between a shot. In other words, punch with him, punch in between a shot. Where I said it earlier, where maybe the great thing about Benavidez that we all love, his offense, his commitment to offense, his aggression, his commitment to aggression, his inside fighting, his commitment to inside fighting, that could be his only downfall, that he gets too aggressive and he maybe throws one or two too many from one spot and he gets nailed a big shot and he gets hurt. That would be my only concern. But other than that, I he ain't getting outworked. Benavidez ain't getting outworked. He throws too many punches. But I'm looking for you to be served. I hope he can I hope he can get to Yarde, with the jab, control the outside, and then also, hurt him in the body, use the uppercut. He throws a good uppercut. I hope he can break him down without getting caught, in between those shots. My danger for me is the first 4 or 5 rounds that Yarde could maybe catch him something. But and when you got a guy who's dangerous, he could be dangerous all night. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I'm I'm going with I'm going with the monster. I'm going with the youth. I'm going with the undefeated guy. Um, we'll see what happens, but I hope we can close the show well because if we do, we had another great night. I mean, we had a good night anyway because we gave out some good parlays, to be honest, with Bam with the under and with Haney, Haney to win. So, and we came real, we don't discount that we came real close with the first fight with the young Abdullah Mason that we picked him to win, but you couldn't lay that. So we picked him to get the knockout before the night was over. But again, we gave ourselves a little protection because if you read the write-up, we said, look, Noakes could be tough enough to to get to the finish line. He's not talented enough to win, but he could be with his maturity. He could get to the finish line. So to protect yourself, just take Abdullah straight up to win and put him in a parlay. And if you did that, then you protected yourself. But um, so far, so good. That's closed the show well. And I tell you one thing, I don't knock no one. I'm watching them now. They're going to make picks. The commentators. I'm not knocking nobody. But if you watch these picks they make, they ain't the picks we're making.
Well, you got a special eye and you're special what you do, and not everybody sees it the same. And I wonder sometimes if these guys watch film the way you do. I think everybody at this community knows and sees the results. You take pride in everything you put your name on. Guys, he's grinding film like you wouldn't believe. I mean, you see it in these reports, right? The detail, and it's not by accident. Hard work is paying off.
I get scared. I don't want to let you guys down. I really don't. And I I'll tell you, remember last week, and again, not knocking anyone, they're great. But I remember last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, that we picked Ben, right? And Ben, of course, was the underdog. And I remember I'm watching them make their pick, and they're like, oh no, Eubank is just too big, too long. He's going to control the outside, and he's going to win You know, he's going to win the fight. He's going to win the decision. It's going to be him. And I'm listening to him and I'm saying, that ain't the way I see it.
Right.
Like,
Well, I think that's what separates you, right? It isn't just the film. It's thinking outside the box and thinking of the mental side and going with your gut.
oh,
And your gut was right in every single way. The first fight took too much out of Eubank. 36 years of age. He was content. He came in there with his fur on. He
oh,
looked
soon
like
we
much.
saw the chinchilla, guys, soon as we saw the chinchilla, I told my son, double up, double up, double up. Come on, get more on it. Get more on it. Because to me, that was it. Like, in other words, what my son said, that, you know, he won already. He got a chinchilla.
And it was the same thing tonight with Haney. Everybody was so caught up in the Garcia fight, and you saw past some of that and explained why with the craziness of Garcia and so forth. We touched on it here, and like we said, you thought the real Devin Haney might stand up, and he did.
No, he
I
really
gotta
did.
ask.
Listen, who's our one family member? Very honest. Was it Gustavo? They were very honest. You guys are all honest. You're good people. And we only want good people with us. And you are. Who was the one who admitted that he went with Norman? Who was it?
I can't snitch. We were just talking about The Godfather.
Yeah, no, you're
Come
right.
on.
No, I feel but I feel
I didn't hear that. Somebody said that.
Yeah, they did. I feel terrible though, because, you know, I think it's the same person who went against us last week with when we picked Ben.
No, I mean, listen, everybody is
No, I feel bad.
your
I'm
money,
also-
guys. At the end of the day, you got to do what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, no, it's, of course.
You know, I can I say one thing I was going to say about, the Abdullah Mason fight. I kind of thought, I think Sam Noakes has potential to be a champion, honestly. That the way he fought, if he fought anybody else,
tough kid.
I think he would have beat that person that night. Just Abdullah Mason's a little bit different than those fighters,
That speed difference was
Well,
obviously
that's what I
glaring.
liked. I like the talent, the speed different. But I disagree with you in one thing. I understand what you're saying. He's a blue collar guy, is what he is. But I tell you one thing. If they fight again, I'm taking Abdullah Mason bigger. And I'll tell you why. He's only 21. He's gonna only grow off this fight. The other kid's 28. He's only gonna grow. This kid's gonna grow. And you know what? Whoever was on our family who just said what about 40 minutes ago said, Teddy, do you think the reason he didn't get the stoppage is because Abdullah went for too many single shots? And I said, yeah, that's the lack of maturity. That's where he's got to get, he's 21. He's got to get a little more experience. He got that experience now. Guess what? If they fight a rematch, he ain't throwing single shots. He ain't throwing single shots.
Well, the other thing, to piggyback one of your famous sayings and lines, he's the youngest champion in boxing, but when you champion, what happens?
You get 30% better.
Yeah.
Doesn't he? I always want to say, doesn't he kind of remind you of like a smaller Michael Nunn?
Not me. I thought Nunn was more awkward. I thought Nunn pulled back and had some bad habits, great talent. But I thought he had some bad habits of having his head up in the air, and it showed against James Toney, of course. But, he would pull straight back. He would throw uppercuts from too much space, too far away, leaving room for a counter. I just thought he was more awkward, a little more unconventional, and and again, not quite as good technically because of his habit of pulling back straight with his head up. So to me, no, but I understand the talent. I understand that. This is just a young kid for me. He's just a young kid who had a good pedigree in amateurs, who's fundamentally taught right, and is just going to get better. I mean, he's got a lot of talent. He's going to get better.
Michael, see you got to sign off, saying goodnight there in Poland. You have a great night, Michael. Thank you for joining us.
Mike.
Later, Michael.
Good night, Mike. And God bless.
And Jeff said he's in the time machine. The golden era of boxing commentating. Friday night fights were the best. I'm with you. I miss Friday night fights, obviously.
Yes.
They're showing
Pro
highlights
Box
of
had
your
some
old
fights
champion here, Bud Vosa.
last night.
Oh, yeah, this is my former champion. We won the title against Adonis Stevenson. That's That's Vosic in there. Of course, he lost to Benavidez.
That was Benvitas' first fight at 175 versus Bozic.
Yeah, it was. That was
Bozic there, 37 years of age.
and here he is against
Andrade.
Andrade, who he was such an he's southpaw, very awkward guy. Andrade, very awkward, and defensive, guy. And to the credit of Benavidez, he was able to break him down.
Yeah, we got Deontay Wilder's old trainer, former heavyweight contender Malik Scott, and he is married now to his partner on television here, Kate Abdul.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, you get a lot of information on this show.
Little Benavidez coming out with his dad. Huh? Look at him.
That's cute.
That kid might be a champ in about 15 years. I saw him at the weigh-in throwing combinations. He looked nasty.
Yeah, I know. I see that. That's pretty cool.
Here comes Yarde.
There's Yarde.
Yarde, I'm sorry.
I actually think Yarde could beat Benavidez tonight.
Oh, he could. He could knock him out. He could punch.
That's what I think.
He could time him a shot while Benavidez is being too offensive minded. While Benavidez is being a little greedy, maybe. He would have a chance to catch him in between shots and hurt him. He does. There's no doubt. That's my throwaway. You want to protect yourself with a yard by knockout with a small play? Go ahead. But I'm not going away from what I came here and gave you. We won the last two, and we're going for 3 in a row. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Look at Versace over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got my money on Benavidez still, but I should have put a little bit on.
And I agree with you, man, and everything my father just said there. For me, to make it simple, every time he stepped up to this level, he's been stopped, whether it was Kovalev, right, or whether it was against Beterbiev. And
yeah, some guys can't get over the hump. Some guys can't just quite win at that next level. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, look, Beterbiev to me is an animal, a different animal. I mean, that guy is steel. He's made out of steel. He's getting old now, so he is getting old. But this is a guy that is made of steel, and anything he hits you with, he hurts you with, and he doesn't leave you alone. And he doesn't. As much as he's known for just being aggressive, he didn't get credit for being technically as sound as he was, and Benavidez does give you chances. As I said for the last half hour, Benavidez gives you chances to catch him because of his strength can be his weakness. Because sometimes he can go after you a little too much, stay in the kitchen a little too long. You know what happens? You stay in the kitchen too long, you could get burnt. So we'll see. I'm going. I like Benavidez, but we'll see. There's Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Man,
who's been putting all the money up for these fights.
I'm glad you are the one who said that Yarde may have a chance tonight, because if I said that.
Yeah, don't even stay with it. What are you going over? Why are you going over this?
Teddy, quick question. What makes a boxer not overcome that hump that needs to be overcome? What, in your opinion, why do some guys can't do that? Why?
Sometimes, sometimes it could be the moment, dealing with the moment. Sometimes, it can be mental. 75% of this is mental. They know we're not the only ones that know they're stepping up in level. They know they're stepping up in level. And sometimes when they step up that level, and they're very cognizant of it, very aware of it, that there's a extra doubt there that they can win at that level. A little bit of confidence thing, a little bit of obviously I always say 75% is mental. A little bit of a mental drop off that they understand that's the next level. And they short circuit themselves mentally a little bit, I think that's part of it. And part of it is just talent. You know, that their talent might just, the combination of their physical talent, their mental togetherness, their mental reliability, their mental durability, all of that, and one other thing, technique, that their technique just might fail them at that next level, where that next level, besides the talent, besides the mind, also has the better technique. And that would be my answer to a really great question. But to me, that's the answer.
Here's a question I have for you, bud, and we've talked about this in person before, but more so for everybody here with the ropes. This fights in Saudi Arabia. We've been there for many, many fights in Saudi Arabia, and we know these fights drag out. They go late. This is about 2:30 in the morning now. They're stepping in the ring there in Saudi.
Yeah.
Do you take that into account with training camp? Do you change your training and start training at night?
Yeah, I do sometimes.
That's a good question.
No, it is a good question. He better ask good questions. He's my son.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
Benavidez looks filled out. He looks good.
yeah,
It does
I
look
mean,
good, man.
yeah, you can change and start training.
Or Drew, maybe.
First thing you want to do is you want to get there 2 weeks, whatever, at least 10 days. But
Look at his boy.
I would do 2 weeks. You want to acclimate. You want to acclimate to the time there. That's number one. That's number one. And I would, I definitely would change to. I know Holyfield's people used to do that. I would change to training, at a late, a little bit, maybe just to get them used to that. But there's a double-edged sword to that. Like the old saying, there's a other flip side to that coin. You don't want to really throw off his sleeping pattern and habits during the course of 2 weeks to the point where you're up all freaking night and you're sleeping all day. And meanwhile, you got to, you still want to have some cohesiveness with your sleeping habits. Some kind of, consistency in that area. So you gotta give a lot of thought to it before you make what could be a rash decision. But it's a good question. And our man Richie is here now. I know he's famous. Everyone knows that he's our camera guy. He does our podcast. He does he does some of the editing, and of course we have Bennett too, who's great. But Richie edits some of our videos. He does a great job. He did the one from the dinner the other night. There was a great job with that one. If you guys have seen it, we put it on the ropes. I know some of you said it was good. You enjoyed it, and I'm glad you did. Richie edited that. He filmed it at the fights. I mean, at the dinner. But he comes here to film the podcast. So he's here now to watch this last fight with us, and I hope he's aware. He better be aware that we've been hot, that we have continued our winning ways so far.
Oh, I know where this is going.
So far.
I know where this
So
is going.
far. So far. And we won without him here.
I knew where that was going.
And he's got a problem if we don't win this one.
Oh.
Because he walked in late, and we won without him, and I'll be darned if we don't win with
The
him in
pressure's
this
on,
room,
Rich.
with him in his room, I'll leave it like that. That's just hope, man. Let's hope we
Got a little sweat.
that's just hope we win.
Nice, cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how cool he is. We better win.
To the point made before about how good Benavidez looks at this weight, I thought the same thing when I watched the weigh-in, and that was a point I liked him even more coming into this. Third fight now at 175, more time to acclimate to that weight. Because he really does look good physically.
Richard, why don't you don't go take a seat instead of standing there? You're getting me.
Rich, since we're talking about it, you want to pop around 1 second, say hi to our community?
Yeah, come say hello. Hopefully this ain't the last time you see Richard.
Hi, everybody.
What's up, bro?
Richie's the man. Richie's also
We don't play
trained in
games.
everything.
Look, this is boxing. I've been in boxing 50 years. I mean, if you wanna, you want softer stuff, go to the opera. Go to the opera. Go ahead. But here we're in the boxing business, and You got to be ready to take your punches.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm gonna read a comment from Jeff B. And full transparency, I didn't know this. It says, "Does anyone think the recent death of Yarde's assistant trainer is going to play a factor in this fight?"
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that either.
I think my father, not to steal a shine here, but if you go back to Buster Douglas and Tyson, the passing of his mother, but that was definitely a motivating factor for Buster Douglas that
100%.
night.
That made him a different person. He was a person that always had talent. He always had size. He always had ability, but he would always mentally come up short. Some people thought he had no heart, and it wasn't true. But he would come up short in big fights. And in that fight, I thought that he didn't come up short because he had something to prove for his mom. You know, Tyson, put it this way, he wasn't afraid of Tyson after he got hurt by the death of his mother. I thought that hurt him a lot more than anything Tyson could do to him in his mind. And he went in there to win that fight for his mom, and I thought it was all the difference. I didn't know about what you just. I had no idea. Where did you find that out? Because I didn't read it anywhere. Did you, bud?
No, I said I did not. And,
No, I know that he just.
No, one of our guys, Jeff B, is the one that said that. Jeff, you could chime in if you feel comfortable. But no, I didn't know. And Nikki C just joined us. Welcome, Nikki. We miss you, my man.
Hey, Nick, how you doing? I hope you had the last two fights that we gave you. I hope you had Haney, and hope you had the under with Bam Rodriguez. I hope you did.
How's it going, fellas? How you guys doing? I'm here with my
Good.
friend Matt. We were watching. I like Norman, but clearly he was the underdog. So
You went against the family too, Nikki.
Good to see you guys.
I'm sorry. We gave you Norman, but we gave you Haney, but you decided to go with Norman. All right, no problem. I feel bad, but we're running a 2-fight win streak right here. Well, really, we got eight out of how many we hit?
8 out of 9 entering tonight, and we're keeping it going, guys. We're playing with house money right now. It's round 1. Those who just joined us, you want to sync up. We're going to be at 205 right now on the dot. That's round 1. 202, 201, 2 minutes.
I just don't want. To me, Benavidez. I like Benavidez. Obviously, the main thing for him is don't get careless, don't get reckless, don't get nailed one big shot, because this guy can time you. He is experienced. He can time you. He can hurt you. But I like what Benavidez is doing so far: being controlled, being patient, being deliberate, using a jab, bringing his feet, not just walking in, having his hands up, being alert.
That's what I'm worried about.
It's only a matter of time, guys, before Benavidez looks to get in the kitchen and cooking. That's what he likes to do. He likes to get in close and go to the body. But you got to be careful with an experienced guy who can punch, who can counterpunch. And Yarde has the right idea right now. He's looking to time him coming in. He's looking to nail him on the way in. And he just nailed him a right hand. That's what worries me about Benavidez. 2 things that I just saw there. One, that he throws a left hook, lead left hook in front where you could get caught a right hand, because straight beats round. And if you throw that left hook in front as a lead, you could put yourself in danger for a right hand by Yarde. And the other thing that I get worried about with Benavidez is that he does get a little reckless sometimes, where you can catch him, like I said, usually you can catch him maybe on the inside, well, in the middle of throwing a bunch of punches. But right now, Yarde's doing what he needs to do. He's keeping range. He doesn't want it to be an inside fight. And he's looking to catch Benavidez coming in, looking to nail him a good, hard counter shot, looking to time him. And that was a good round. I thought Yarde won that round just with that right hand. What do you think? No? Close round. You can make it even. You could give it to Yarde, but Benavidez just wants to get the engine going, right? He just wants to get the engine idling, and he doesn't want to be, rushing it. And that's what he's doing so far.
Yeah.
Using his jab,
Yeah.
working his way in, cautiously. I just don't like that lead left hook by him.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Our man Danny here said Benavidez looks a little flabby. He always kind of has that softer body, right? He's never going to be or hasn't been a shredded, cut up guy.
No, he's not going to.
Especially compared to Yarde.
No, well, it's genetics too. It's genetics too.
And Jeff B circled back. Thanks, Jeff. He said he heard about the passing assistant trainer for Yarde from Jimmy Smith and Paulie Malignaggi on the Pro Box show.
All right, they do a good job. That Paulie is a former world champ. They do a great job. John Paulie's very smart. He's good. They do a good job on that. Again, Yarde's a good puncher. He's experienced. He's the older guy. He's experienced. He's been in these situations. He's fought for the world title twice, right? He's come up short twice. And what are they saying? I'm worried about because I am superstitious. They say 3 is the charm, right? I hope it's not. I hope it's not. This is where I get worried. When he gets inside and starts opening up, that he don't get caught in the middle of a shot and Yarde don't drop him. I could see it happening. I could see Yarde hurting him in between a punch. Right now, Yarde's fighting a good fight. He's keeping enough range where Benavidez has to take a little risk to get to him. And he's putting the burden of the risk on Benavidez. Like, he's basically saying, you got to come to me and I'm going to try to knock your head off as you come to me. And you make one mistake and I'm gonna catch you. I like the vision of Yarde right now. His eyes are wide open, and you could see his focus and his concentration is in the right area, looking to catch him coming in.
Absolutely. You can feel the respect, rightfully so, that Benavidez has right now as he's carefully trying to work his way in.
Yeah, 100%. Benavidez is trying to, be deliberate, not be reckless. I hope he didn't take him for granted because he's an older guy and he's lost twice when he stepped up.
He's wearing some crazy looking sneakers that Benavidez. What are those, snake skins?
Look like basketball shoes.
Definitely something custom, right?
I hope that's not a bad sign. Where like the chinchilla coat that Eubank was wearing.
We're at 53 seconds. 50 now, round 2.
Don't reach there, Benavidez. Oh, you knew Benavidez was going to look to get in close.
Right.
And that's what he's starting to do. I'd like to see Benavidez use some feints and use the jab. And why do I want the jab? I want you to, put bugs on his windshield so he don't see you coming in where he can time you.
That's right hand.
That was nice. And also, I like to see feints. Why do I want feints?
He's heating up.
Yeah, a little bit. He's got to go to the body. If Yarde's moving his head like that, Benavidez has to go with that left hook to the body. But you know why I want to see the feint, guys? Because Yarde's trying to counter him coming in. The feint can get rid of the counter. It can make the guy pull the trigger a little premature, and then you could come in with the counter out of the way. What happened? He
slipped. Yeah, a little overextended on right hand, but he slipped. All right, that's end of 2.
I thought that probably was a Benavidez round. What do you think?
Yeah, for me, absolutely. Yeah, I think so.
What do you guys have, guys, family?
I think Yarde is fighting an educated fight right now, actually. I like how he's he turned him on the ropes there. I think that he could have actually countered him there on those ropes. I don't know why he held the punch.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what I would have done.
I got a 1-1. I don't know. You could have a 2-0 if you want for Yarde, but I have a 1-1. I definitely gave the first round to Yarde.
What
do you say?
I couldn't give that second round to Yarde. No. And the way that Benavidez closed it, and a lot of times with these judges, I think the last impression sticks with you. But regardless of that, I scored that round Benavidez.
I want to see the jab. I want to see feints. I don't want to see lead left hooks. I don't want to see Benavidez reaching with the right hand. If you're going to throw the right hand, set it up with the jab and get the range. I just don't want to make mistakes against a good puncher. And again, I don't think Yarde's going to be busy enough to win a decision. I don't think so. I could be wrong. But he could land a big shot.
That left hook, you said it earlier in round one, that left hook from distance from Benavidez does scare me.
Scares me a lot. When he gets inside, you know what Benvitas wants to do. He wants to go to
Bang the body. Put some water in the basement.
But give Yarde credit. You know, he's throwing the right hand to the body.
Yeah, Matt said it. You said it. He's fighting a smart, educated fight, or discipline. But unless he lands the knockout punch, the fight he's fighting, would that be enough to win?
It's kind of nice watching him fight with friends, right?
It is. It's really nice.
With the family. It really is. It's nice watching when he turns southpaw. Anyone notice that? Benavidez turned southpaw?
Absolutely. He's still fighting out of southpaw. Now
look for Yarde to look for the right hand. I know if my guy turns southpaw, I'm looking for the right hand because the right hand can be the southpaw killer. So if I'm Yarde, I'm saying, oh, you want to turn lefty? I'm going to throw the right hand.
Well, what do you make of that? I mean, is that he's frustrated right now? Is he just trying to throw off Yarde? Benavidez doesn't do that too often, does he?
No, you gotta be a little bit thinking like what you just said. Did he think it was going to be whatever easier work? I don't know. And now he feels he needed to pull rapid out of the hat so early. But there's Benavidez with the quick hands and putting them together. We know that he's going to have the edge there, right? We know his hands are going to be a little fast, and he's going to throw combos, and he's going to throw, punches and bunches. I mean, that's what Benavidez does. He throws punches and bunches, and when he gets his motor running, he runs.
Yeah, live odds, Benavidez minus 550. Starting to land some big shots now, though.
Yeah, but Yarde's still handling himself pretty good.
He is.
Keeping range, looking to have a chance to catch him on the way in. That's what he's looking to do. He wants to catch him one shot at the right time, like what Benavidez is throwing or reaching. This is where Benavidez has to be careful. I know he likes to be inside. I know he likes to go to the body. I know he likes to.
Ooh.
But he's got to be careful he don't get caught a counter.
It's a nice right hand by Benavidez.
Yeah.
He's getting that distance he wants.
I know, but Yarde's still two things: experience and a good puncher.
Oh, good close round again.
No, that was a good round for Benavidez.
Oh, big round.
I'm curious to know if Yarde felt the power of Benavidez and if he's going to come out more confident this round from that.
Yeah, I think what you see is what you get. I think Benavidez is the kind of guy who warms his engine up, and once the engine gets going, it gets going a little bit more, I don't know that he's, I think it takes him a minute to get the engine going. And once he gets into a rhythm, an offensive rhythm of putting punches in bunches and trying to, weigh you down, that's the route that he's, that's the route that I think is always in his mind, that he wants to get in that direction. He wants to physically impose himself physically and weigh you down. He wants to get to your body, put pressure on you, and physically and mentally weigh you down. He wants to take your will away. And I think the way you take your will away is eventually closing the gap and starting to, discourage the guy in front of you by pressure and accumulation of punches. I think that I don't know that the power of Benavidez changed Yarde's mind anything, Yarde's mind at all. I think it's more about Yarde just getting overcome with volume of punches, that he doesn't want that to happen. He wants to break it up on him with at least a shot in between, where he doesn't want Benavidez to start running numbers on him, where he doesn't want Benavidez, like I said, to get into that gear where, he's just swarming punches at you. I think that's why he's keeping range right now, Yarde, trying to give himself room to catch him that big shot, slow him down a little bit. I think Yarde's concern would be not the power so much of one shot, of Benavidez. I don't think Benavidez is that kind of puncher. I don't think he's a one-shot puncher. I think he punches good, but I think he's a guy that gets you by accumulation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think he always is that way. And of course he wants to get to your body. I haven't seen him go to the body yet, Benavidez too much, but
Yeah, because of what you just said, right? Trying to close that gap and
yeah.
get inside and
Sometimes people might say, you know, you might be watching, right? And you might say, hey, how come he's not going to the body? That's his forte. Well, that's one of his strengths. Why is he not going to the body? He might not. It depends on styles make fights. It depends on the style of the guy in front of him. If the guy's a counterpuncher like that, and Yarde did look to counter him there. If the guy is a dangerous counterpunch, which Yarde is, going to the body could be dangerous, because you got to get to a certain place to go to the body. So I think Benavidez is aware of that. He's not trying to, he doesn't want to force a body shot and leave himself open. That sound right, bud?
yeah, no, absolutely. I guess for me, I mean, it's not the fastest pace by Yarde, but as you see him pumping out that jab, trying to keep distance to do that, he's got to keep letting his hands go. Is he going to burn up too fast doing that?
Well, how old is he? 35, 36? But I mean,
Yeah.
what is he?
Yeah, and as you said, I mean, he's been in some tough fights. So not the chronological.
Yeah, well, there's smiles on his odometer a little bit. Benavidez does a pretty good job of covering up, but ooh. Wow, there's the
Oh, he's holding him by the
referee.
head though. He can't do that.
No, well,
The referee has no clue.
yeah, that's dangerous.
Bro, that
Oh,
referee is
my
clueless,
That's a
man.
bad
Holy
foul.
cow.
That is
that-
ridiculous.
that's a bad job by the ref. It makes you think, and God forbid, but it makes some of it, I go back in the history of the sport more than a lot of guys do. But I hate to even say it, but Emil Griffith and Benny Kid Perret in the Garden with Ruby Goldstein as the judge. I mean, as the ref, and Emil Griffith held him behind the head and was hitting him shots while wasn't allowing his head to give. I mean, that's what's dangerous about that foul is when you hold the guy behind the neck, you're not giving the neck chance to give. There was a counterpunch right in between that left hook by Yarde, just what he wanted. And here's what you're talking about, bud. He's holding him behind the freaking head, and he's not letting the head give. See, that's what's bad about that foul. Yeah, the head gives a little bit, you take some off the punch, right? But if the head can't give, you give him, what do you do?
He's yelling at Yarde.
No, he warned Yarde for that. I don't get that.
I
That
mean,
was a little crazy. Did he actually warn Yarde? It looked like he did.
that's what I assume.
I mean, that's a little nuts. If I'm in the corner of Yarde, I'm not staying quiet. I mean, I'm saying something. Say, hey, ref, you okay? Like, you need glasses? I mean, you didn't notice? Yeah, you don't want to hold someone behind that and not let the head give.
It feels like obviously Benavidez is warming up.
Yeah, but I didn't like what I saw that last round. Yarde did land the right hand in between one of those shots, but it wasn't a full force right hand. And we know Benavidez has a good chin. I know he got dropped by Morel coming in a little bit with that one spot, but he does have a good chin. But I just think eventually, the way I picked this fight was I just thought eventually Benavidez would get the engine going and his offense would overtake Yarde. His accumulation of punches would have its way on Yarde, that he would eventually weigh him down, break him down. And that's what he's trying to do now. Trying to get that engine going. And he's got it going a little bit. Just don't get caught in between.
There he goes. The ref finally warned him. He was about to do that again. He was trying to hold him with that left
He's turned
hand.
southpaw again, Benavidez.
Right back to orthodox.
One thing Benavidez does do well is after he makes you miss or deals with your offense, he comes right back with his. You know, like watch, he'll come right back with his. And he'll usually come back with bunches of punches. Right now he's looking to pick a spot to land one good one and then put them together.
Just putting them together now.
Yeah, he came right back with that right hand. It was a nice comeback. Nice counter, Benavidez. You know, in between the shots, he came right back and nailed Yarde punching. That was nice. He does that well, Benavidez, with the right hand. Like as you're punching and he's defending, he'll come right back and try to catch you in between shots. You know, catch you in midstream. Low
Real
blow.
low.
What was that? They just started putting everything in before the bell rang.
Oh no.
Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but,
I didn't even hear a bell that round.
I heard it, but it seemed like it was hard to hear, like late.
Showing light heavyweight bouts.
Tough kid, aggressive, physical. He fights a physical fight. You know, comes after you. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy, but just a guy that looks to break you down.
Yeah, just had another tough fight. Some will say a very controversial win against a fellow Brit, Zach Parker.
I thought he won.
It was close.
Yeah,
Oh, wipe that face, man.
What was that?
Oh, Benavidez is covered in Vaseline. That's all I was just thinking.
Oh,
You're a couple of seconds ahead of us.
you're ahead of us. But I thought Bouatsi won that fight with Campbell.
Yeah, I see the Vaseline now.
To me, Campbell was too defensive.
Matt, after we watched the ref let him hold him like that, I don't see him taking off any Vaseline tonight.
Looked like Yarde landed a right hander. Looks like Yarde's being a little aggressive this round instead of laying back. You know, you know what this might mean. This is, if he does well, he does well. If he don't,
That might be his last
well,
thing.
well, he might empty the tank a little
Sure.
bit and mentally empty the tank a little bit. That, like, in other words, all right, I got to stem the tide now. The guy's starting to try to take control of me and dominate me. I got to make a stand. I got to go after him. I got to do something. And if you don't do something, two things happen. You burn up some petrol, and mentally you might get
Sure.
a little discouraged.
I think that is the approach he has to take if he wants to win tonight and not just survive. This fight's starting to get away from him, in my opinion, on the scorecards.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But he's still dangerous.
Sure, he could punch.
There's that right hand Benavidez just landed, and that jab,
Left hook.
which I think is a key to always use that jab to kind of stabilize the guy in front of you.
The right hand by Yarde landed, but a little
Yeah,
uppercut tried to
yeah.
sneak in.
And Benavidez doing a little too much macho right now.
Yeah, trying to lure him in. He wants to firefight.
Yeah, because he wants to nail him in between shots, I think. I think he's thinking if Yarde opens up, I can nail him in between, like he's trying to do right there. That's what you use vintage Benavidez,
Yeah,
right?
he's opening up those combinations, nasty body work.
Yeah.
Yarde's getting a little tired, it looks like. I don't like that body language.
To me, the vintage Benavidez is on the inside, putting punches and bunches and using the uppercut. Going to the body and using the uppercut.
Kind of like Puma Martinez earlier. He's starting to pull at that nose a lot, Yarde.
Are we in round 6?
We're around 6. We're at 43 seconds. 40
Okay.
on the dot now.
Okay.
Good body work.
Yeah. Well, that's what he does. He starts to, what did I say?
Oof.
Good body.
Ooh.
He starts to impose his will and his physicality on you.
Yarde better get out of these ropes.
No, don't say that. Stay there. We want to feed our family. Come on, Benavidez. Keep it going. And you know what? If I'm right, I'm not saying I am, but if I'm right, the way Yarde came out at the beginning, right? He didn't get his way. And if I'm right,
I think we're seeing that.
If I'm right, Yarde will have spent a lot of his gas and his mental gas, and he will be discouraged the next round. And the next round could be a definitive round. I'm not going to say an ending round, but it could be a very definitive round. The next round for Benavidez, and I said that before it became a little evident, just by the way Yarde came out.
Benavidez ate a bomb there,
Man, I
though.
think that was a brilliant observation by you to start this round. I think we just saw some of that at the end. The blood is dripping out of that nose.
Yeah, it is. It is. Guys, what do you feel, guys?
I think Benavidez will stop him within 2 rounds if I'm guessing. It just seems like.
Well, we'll see if you don't get now. I'm saying the next round could be the round. I'm not saying it, but I'm saying it. I'm saying just because I know the temperament of fighters, the mentality. And Yarde's an older guy, and when you go out and you go after the guy and you don't get your way, and the other guy winds up dominating the round, I see sometimes those older guys get discouraged.
Taking them over to the corner, let them take a look at the doc.
Giving him a little. He's giving Yarde a little time to recover there. All right. All right, let's go. Give him a full round, will you? All right. This could be a huge round for Benavidez. We'll see. We'll see. Don't reach.
Starting to become like a shark with the blood in the water.
Well, Benavidez, that's his MO. His MO, he's a little desperate now, Yarde. You can see it.
Yeah.
Benavidez, that's his MO.
Oof.
He imposes physicality, he swarms you, and he goes to the body, and he just imposes.
Oh.
Did I say this
Oh.
the last?
Oh.
Hey, yes or no?
You
Yes or
called
no?
it,
We
Teddy.
have witnesses.
We have
You called it.
witnesses. Why am I not commentating on TV? Let me ask a question. I don't like to talk that way because I sound like an idiot. But why am I not commentating on TV? Why? Why?
I think the real
What's he
ones.
taking a point away for?
2
Taking
points.
away
For what?
What is he taking 2 points away for? What did I miss? What did I miss?
What happened there?
Did he hit him after he pushed him away?
While he's down?
Did he hit him while he was down? Or does he not like Benavidez for some reason?
Well,
I mean, are you kidding me?
2 points.
Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna piss the monster off more.
No, not yet. He hasn't. Don't say that. He gave this guy a chance to recover.
Oh.
He gave this guy a chance to recover.
Not that body shot. Go back to that body. Those legs are, every time he goes to the body, those legs are buckling. He's starting to take deep breaths. The mouth's
You know,
open.
he looked like he had him stopped, and then the referee freaking took all that time away.
Back to the body.
Uppercut. How
Oh,
about the uppercut?
Oh.
oof.
It's over.
Oh, big left hook.
All right,
Over.
guys. We had the under. We had the under, guys. My son hit a bunch of parlays tonight. I hope you guys did. All I can say is we did our job. We did our job. And I hate to sound like that, but you know what? I'm gonna. Because there's gonna be days I'm not right. There's gonna be days I'm not right. But you know what? It's been a while since I haven't been right. And we just gave you 3 in a row. 3 in a row, exactly the way we called it. Bam Rodriguez under. And Norman, decision. And then Benavidez, knockout under how many rounds, Bud? What was it?
I think it was 9.5, but Benavidez by KO is minus 150.
We had Benavidez under, and we had Benavidez by knockout. And I think the under over was either 9.5 or 10.5. I think it was 9.5. So either way, plenty of time to spare. But even better, I gotta pat myself on the back a little bit. And I know that's not good taste, but even better, I called the round. after he came out aggressive the round before, he said if he don't get his way, he's gonna get knocked out the next round.
Yeah, I mean that guys, we could have if you won, you could have went live there, and with live odds, you probably would have got some really big picking that
You could
round.
have went live and said Teddy just said he's gonna knock him out in the next round. You could have put, whatever, a couple bucks on it, and you would have got what, 10 to 1 maybe or something?
It probably would have been anywhere from 7 to 10, I would
Yeah,
assume.
maybe 5 to 1.
Maybe. But to the question you said earlier, I think all the viewers here know why you're not commentating the fights. You're the best commentator in the world. You're in the Hall of Fame. Your eye, your expertise, especially when you get to see a few rounds, it's unparalleled. But
Yo, let's see better
Amen.
next.
they don't
I
want
want
the
to see that next.
Thank you, guys. Hey, listen, all kidding aside, guys, we care about you. We appreciate you being here. I never want to let you down. And I hope you guys were with us. I know a couple of years went the other way, and I'm sorry. But that's obviously it's always your choice. I want it to be your choice, but listen to me sometimes. That's all. Listen to me a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, or at least read my breakdowns, not just my pick, but read why I'm picking it. And if you would have read like this one, there was only one way to bet, and it was Benavidez. He was going to wear him down. Youth was going to be served. He threw too many, punches in bunches. Once he got inside, he was going to be dominant. He was going to impose his physicality and his will on him, and he did. He did. I'll tell you, who's Benavidez going to fight next, bud? Like, what's the big fight out there?
I mean, there's two guys.
Yeah.
It's Evil, who had back surgery and's been inactive since the last fight, or it's Beterbiev, who's 40 years old now and has been waiting for Bevo for the trilogy.
Yeah.
Those are the two.
But Bevo kind of said he don't want the trilogy, right?
Yeah, I mean that's been said, but I think a lot of people want it, and I think if Turkey wants it and with that money, that happens. But Benavidez, I mean, yeah, it's one of those guys.
I like Benavidez. I like his father.
I do too.
I don't know. I just liked him.
I do too. Got to spend some time with him. I actually watched with them in Saudi Arabia. Really good fight, Joshua Buatsi and Callum Smith, and I sat with him and his dad, and they were two gentlemen the whole entire time. Very, very respectful. I'm a big fan.
I'm just so glad that Richie didn't put the
Richie, you're off the hook, Rich.
You're off the hook, Rich. Take a deep breath now. It's all right. You're good. You're good, my man. I hope you guys won. Do me a favor, guys. Really, I love to see people do well. Raise your hand if you had the last 3 fights we gave you tonight, or at least if you had Benavidez.
Yeah, we got a couple popping in. Jeff B said yes, sir.
Teddy, I'm not a gambling man, but I would never go against your picks, man. My group of friends ask me who to pick, and I tell them who you picked. So,
oh, you're making money for somebody.
Yeah, right.
And I never want anybody to gamble if they want to gamble, and I never, ever want them to gamble with more than they should if they don't have a little extra money. Never, never. It would kill me if I felt you were doing that. And I don't want everyone to gamble when I make these picks. What I want you to do, if you don't have a little extra money and want to gamble, I want you to just, I'm hoping that it makes your watching of it more enjoyable. That Teddy can give you something that you can say, you know what, I'm going to look for this now. And maybe it'll make the watching of the fight just a little more interesting. That's all.
Yeah, we are gonna.
You do, Teddy.
We'll see during the week, guys, but we're probably gonna take a week off from the picks coming up, and we don't do picks just to do picks, right? We're trying to win. We're trying to identify value, and there are some fights next week. We'll be, covering in the podcast and so forth. Something changes, we'll make an announcement. We'll post it. We'll let you guys know. But we're definitely eyeing the week after, and that's Pitbull Cruz versus Roach and O'Shaquie Foster versus Stephen Fulton on the undercard. I believe December 6th.
Yeah, well, right now, I gotta like Roach a little bit, but I gotta look at the film. You know what I mean? I gotta look at the film. But I mean, that guy, wanted the rematch with Tank, and obviously he didn't get it. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What was the other fight you mentioned, Bob?
Yeah, Shaki Foster is fighting Stephen Fulton. Fulton coming off of an impressive victory and regaining form, moving up in weight.
Fulton is a good counterpuncher. He's a good, solid a good, solid technician.
Yeah.
You know, he's a good, solid guy.
Yeah, I think he beat him in his look-alike Timberlands in the last fight, but that should be a good one. I mean, more boxers, right? I mean,
Our family here, you guys want to say anything? We'd love to hear from you. Who wants to chime in here? Step up to the mic.
Thanks for the picks, Teddy. I hope everybody shows everyone the cake.
Yeah, Vinny. Yeah, let everyone see the cake. And Vinny, we're gonna be bigger than US Steel, Vin. We're gonna be bigger than US Steel.
Yeah, thanks, Teddy. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Jorge. Thank you. You and your family, everybody, please. Everybody. We handed out 2,000 turkeys today with all the trimmings to families that might not have, be able to have a
God bless you,
traditional
Teddy.
dinner. So we feel
Yeah, you and your family, man.
we feel blessed. I tell you, I never want to be thanked. I thank the people that come together and give us the ability to do this, but it's our privilege. We're the ones who are really fortunate to be able to do a little something to help some people. And you know what the greatest thing for me about giving out the 2,000 turkeys and the trimmings today? It's not just that we're feeding people, because to be honest with you, people, they will be able to find a way to eat something. But what is really important to me here is that families that otherwise wouldn't have been able to maybe provide a turkey for their family, that they can sit down like any other family and have a traditional meal and feel like a family, feel the way that they deserve to feel. And maybe that makes a difference. Maybe that's the magic. Maybe that there's maybe family members that maybe were having problems. Maybe they weren't communicating. Maybe they weren't together. And on that day, they get together and they have a family Thanksgiving dinner, and it makes a difference. It just makes a difference where they come together and they feel the way that they haven't had a chance to feel for a while. And that's what I pray for when we do that, that it just allows people to get together that otherwise might not have been able to get together. And it just it allows them to feel the way they deserve to feel like any other family on a traditional holiday, that they matter, that they matter, that they count, and that they're important and important enough for other people to think about them. To me, that's the magic. It's not the food, but it's what it represents, and it represents care. And I feel very fortunate we could do a little bit of that. And I also feel fortunate we could be with you guys and have you guys here with us and growing this thing. I feel very fortunate. And I would just finish by saying, again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, to their families. And thank you guys for being part of this. I think my son is building something really, really special here. And I just want to thank you guys for being part of it.
Thank you, Teddy.
Yeah, I want to thank you too, Teddy. Not just you, your whole crew, man. Everybody that's working with you, Teddy. I mean, you guys are solid people, man.
Thank you so much.
thank you, Jorge. Thank you, Drew.
I really, all you guys, thank you. And God bless. And the best to your families, please. I don't know if you anyone in your family is into boxing or not, but just tell them that Teddy Atlas said Happy Thanksgiving. And tell them one other thing. If you're fortunate enough and blessed enough to still have your parents with you, or whoever it is that was most responsible for your upbringing, do me one favor. Tell them I said Happy Thanksgiving and thank you for raising good people. God bless.
Yeah,
Happy
God bless you
Thanksgiving,
guys.
Thank you, Teddy and Teddy. Happy Thanksgiving, fellas.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Appreciate you guys.
All you guys. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right.
Thank you,
Y'all
Vinny.
take care, man. All your families.
Thanks
Love
for
you guys.
being with us, Jeff.
God bless, guys. God bless.